Powers and principalities.
There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the fact and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you deny funny face. It's not my brother. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Huabin Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
So do you know how long the company has been in existence? 22 years?
No, I didn't. It's when you reached out to us and mentioned that you're 22 years, and I think that's shocking. I've followed GhanaWeb for quite a while, more than a decade, but I wouldn't have pegged you guys for having been in existence for more than 2 decades, and I think that's really positive for you guys. You've served the nation really well with the kind of contents that you've delivered to your readers over the past years, and I think that it's been a pleasure, having worked with you. For me at Soccerbit, and for every other reader out there, I'm sure they'll be really pleased to know that you've been in existence for 22 years. We want to, from here at Soccerbit, what we want to say to you at GhanaWeb, to your management, to your staff, is congratulations for this particular feat. It's been an amazing journey, I'm sure, and I want to wish you all the best going forward for the years to come. Everything that you do, may it work well for you. May you go beyond your boundaries and continue to serve the entire populace.
Hello and welcome again to another edition of Sports Check here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Joseph Adamafio, and today we are here with a coach who has done it all when it comes to women's football. He's won the African Games with the Black Queens. He's won the Women's Premier League on 4 different occasions and went ahead to conquer Africa by winning the Zone B of the Women's Champions League before going to the main event where they fell short to Mamelodi Sundowns. But despite all, he stood up for Ghana and put Ghana on the map. Today my guest is Coach Yusuf Basigi. Coach, you're welcome to Sports Check here on GhanaWeb TV.
Thank you very much.
Since we've met Coach Yusuf Basigi, we're taking a short breather and we'll return after this. Welcome back from the break. My name is Joseph Adamafio and I'm here with Coach Yusuf Basigi. Coach, against all odds, you guys went to Egypt for the first time in the Women's Champions League in Africa, and you did so well. Against all odds, what did the trick for you?
Well, we went there with the intention of winning the trophy, which of course was the same mindset of all the participants, because you wouldn't go for a competition just to go and participate and come back. So our intention was to go to annex the trophy, the maiden edition of course, which would have been very good and historic for not Hazakes did it, for Ghana women's football. But unfortunately we were first runners up.
You guys did so well. Ghanaians were rooting for you like it was a national event or a national assignment. Do you feel like you let Ghanaians down by not winning?
Not really, because the intention was to win and to make Ghanaians happy, and then to unite Ghanaians, because when the enjoyment is high, you know, a lot of people, someone you have not spoken with for a very long time, you wouldn't even know when you will embrace the person, maybe you hug the person, and then because it's for Ghana. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but I wouldn't say that we disappointed Ghanaians.
But were you surprised with the kind of support you received from Ghanaians, not only the people from Second D, but the entire country?
I was a bit surprised because I thought women football is not followed by Ghanaians. But this time round, I've realized that no, women football is of age. Ghanaians are actually following women's football and immensely. And in fact, the support for us was massive, actually.
What went wrong in the final? Because we watched the semi-final and the group stages, you guys were superb, but in the final, it looks like your opponents overstudied you guys. What went wrong? Not really.
They didn't, I wouldn't say they overstudied us, but it was like we exerted a lot of energy in the semi-finals against Asfar of Morocco. And Asfar, I will continue to say that they were a very good side, without doubt, because they stretched our team so high. And then also, we also exerted a lot of energy in order to qualify for finals. So, in fact, the players were a bit down in terms of endurance, because the energy that we exerted in that match was more or less the final match. If you had met Sundowns in the semi-final, we would have beaten them. Wow. Trust me, we would have beaten them. But in fact, against Asfar was a different ball game altogether, because anyone who watched the game will tell you that that was the final match.
Having gone ahead to represent Ghana at the finals of the maiden Champions League and earning such praises and experience, how does that feel for you and the team?
Oh, it feels good, because hard work pays. Whenever you work hard and you are being recognized by the populace, you feel good, because if you don't do it well, Ghanaians will say you have not done well. They will say it. If you do it well, they'll praise you. So we'll do it to the best of our ability. And even if you perform to a certain extent and they see that you did well, but your effort was not enough to get to where you have gotten to. So, well, there'll be mixed feeling here and there. All the same, I think you will still get one or two praises. So it is only when you put in a lot of effort, you perform, that is where Ghanaians will also hail praises at you. It is everywhere. You know, Ghanaians, they are very objective. If you do it, they will say. If you don't, they will say it. So for me, it is not too much of a surprise as Ghanaians are showering praises at us. But it is also something that is keeping us to be awake, not to take things for granted. Oh, Ghanaians are saying blah, blah, blah. No, this is the time. It is a big test for us to do better next time.
When you take a good look at the men's Premier League and the women's Premier League, it's two distinct things in terms that we've seen the male team go to the Champions League and Confederations Cup, and sometimes they don't get to where we want them to, the expectations that we have of them. But you guys went to the maiden events and you guys were able to do so well, and you've gotten the attention of the country. Do you think we've done much for Women's Premier League in Ghana?
Yeah, if you look at last season, the way it was organized was marvelous. The packages involved by the FA and the kind of incentives that were also put in terms of coverage. We had a lot of coverage, live stream, Facebook live stream. You could watch it from one venue to another venue, and even when the COVID relief fund came, we were not left out. As a result, some clubs were able to even buy buses out of it. Some also used to renovate their clubhouses and all that. And a lot of things came in. We were giving a lot of footballs, about 40 footballs, babes, you see. So it was a good motivation for women football. And no wonder all the clubs, everybody did well. And this year will be tougher than last year.
I know that for sure, because when you take a good look at Accra Suffolk after winning the Ghana Premier League, now they become the target of everything. Now they've not been able to win a match in the Ghana Premier League. As the Women's Premier League beckons, do you envisage start?
For Azakes ladies, no. We are awake. We are awake. We are target. Even with the Super Cup we are playing, if you look at our match against Lady Strikers, and you watch their match yesterday against Kumasi Academy, you wouldn't believe it. Was that the team that beat Azakes ladies? No. They played about themselves and won. Meanwhile, yesterday, they were just pale shadow of themselves. Excuse me to say, because I was there to watch it, nobody told me. You see? And Ashtown lost to Kumasi Academy 3-0. And yesterday, we found it very, very difficult to beat them 2-0. Okay. So this is clear indication that Azakes ladies will be a target. This time around, we will not allow Azakes ladies to win the league. I will not allow Azakes ladies to beat my team, whether home or away. So it's going to be very tough for us. Very, very tough.
There's been rumors that most of your players have become targets of other club teams on the African continent, with Evelyn Bidu being linked to Sundowns. Is it true that she's leaving the club?
Well, for now, we've not had any message from Sundowns, though there were one or two approach from other clubs in Europe. But officially, we are waiting for their letters for us to weigh which one will be better for her and even other players.
When we talk about women's football in Ghana, for the last couple of years, it's been growing because we have players who move from the shores of Ghana and they are playing in leagues in the US, Spain, and everything. With the kind of players that you have, do you envisage that they are going to be with you in camp, or you are going to have a new crop of players for next season? Because most teams are interested in your players.
Yeah, it all depends on the package that they will get from, the offer that they will get from the clubs, and then the players' decision, either to still serve us for another season, or better still to move on to play in Europe. So that will all depend. And if it happens that way, it means we need to beef up the team again, or to augment the team. So it will all depend on the kind of movement that is going to go on.
Your team enjoyed a lot of support from the First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo, and Dr. Bawumia, the Vice President. What message do you have for them?
I'm even short of words, because they have shown motherly love, fatherly love, because we know of the engagement of His Excellency the President Nana Akufo-Addo. All the same, his vice was able to get closer to us. They work hand in hand. So I would say that they did well for, embracing us. When we returned from Côte d'Ivoire, before we left to Côte d'Ivoire, the Vice President sent us a message with money worth $10,000. When we returned, he invited us to the Jubilee House, and also he didn't leave us to go empty-handed. After that, there was another package for us, and we gave him all the assurance. And before we went to Côte d'Ivoire, the First Lady wanted to meet us, but due to her busy schedules, we couldn't meet. And on our return, she invited us. We went there. It was so marvelous. She hosted us. She gave all the girls half piece of Rebecca Foundation cloth. They have certain fabric. All the 30 players had some, including our female officials. And then also, she assured us. Even after that, there was a little package.
Wow.
Yes. And when we got there, we had a message from him, from her, and then from the Vice President. Live, she called, and then I put it on loudspeaker to wish the girls, and we were training, and it was so nice. The girl was so full of praise and then highly motivated. The same thing applies to the Vice President. And the GFA also did their very best, supported us, ministries also supported us, and a whole lot of corporate institutions. They did very, very well. National Lotteries, their boss, did a lot of good job by also giving us a big package, which even we were able to use it for our ticket. Yes.
Having gone on to play at the maiden edition of the Champions League, prior to that, most of your players were players who had played all their life in Ghana. How did you psych them up for the task ahead, going to play in the Zone B in Ivory Coast, then going to Egypt, because they were going to meet players who had traveled maybe across the continent and everything? How did you psych them up?
There was no much of psyche there, because most of my players, about 90, I would say 96 to 7% of the players are national team players.
Okay.
Some have played World Cup about thrice, twice, once, AFCONs, series of AFCONs, qualifiers across the continent. So they were not new to the terrain. So it wasn't anything that could put them off and maybe for them to feel so tense or inferior in terms of the competition. No, there was no anything like inferiority complex because they have seen it all. Most of them, about 96% of them, they've seen it all.
Before we put what happened in Egypt to a close, I want to ask you this question. Going into the final against Mamelodi Sundowns, you know the Black Stars have engaged South Africa in the World Cup qualifiers and everything that had happened, and Kate Okriku before your game said that Ghana football was a powerhouse than, how do you call it, the South African Football Association. Did that play a role into the going to play in the finals, that Ghanaians wanted to prove to South Africa that we were better, we are better in football?
Of course, we are better. We are better than them. We are better than them. For me, there's no day I would say we are not a powerhouse. So if the president says so, he's right. When did they start? Yeah. Even though, yes, they are putting their pieces together, but they just want to rock shoulders with Ghana. Of course, they have the facilities all right. Yeah. They have their facilities, everything in place. But to rock shoulders with Ghana in terms of player materials, I'm sorry.
They should come again.
They should come again. Honestly speaking, they should come again.
Well, you're still watching Sports Check here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Joseph Adam. We're taking a short break and we'll be back after this. You're still watching Sports Check here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Joseph Adamafio, and I'm here with Coach Yusuf Basigi, the man who has made us proud when it comes to women's football on the African continent. Coach, let's come back home and talk about you and Hazakes, your relationship with Hazakes and the Western region. What makes you love the Western region so much that whenever you are not on national duties, you are in the Western region with Hazakes?
Hazakes ladies or Hazakes?
Hazakes, second year Hazakes and Hazakes ladies, because I read about you and I found out that you were with Hazakes, second year Hazakes when they returned to the Ghana Premier League, and now...
Well, I'll say that Hazakes family as a whole, they brought me up. Okay. I must appreciate it. They brought me up. I started my coaching career with Hazakes ladies. Since 2003 to date, 18 years down the lane. Yes. I have not coached any other club apart from Hazakes ladies and Hazakes proper. I coached Hazakes, the men, premiership. When they were in the premiership, I coached them for 2 seasons. But blending Hazakes ladies and Black Queens as at that time. In fact, I thought I was doing it, but you, the journalists, were saying one man handling this, blah, 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 a whole lot of noise. So I decided that, okay, I will opt for the ladies, because that is where I started. Then concentrate on Black Queens. So I was with shuttling between Hazakes, ladies, and Black Queens. And I left the men. However, I will say that even to date, I am the technical director for the men.
Oh, okay.
You see, so for Hazakes family, I am part and parcel of them. There is no way, even if I am leaving Hazakes, I will still have Hazakes in mind wherever I am. But for the ladies, I'm even a shareholder.
Wow.
So when I am leaving, I am going to look for money to come and then build Hazake's ladies.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Let me ask one question about Hazake's, second year Hazake's, the male team. What is the issue? Why are we not seeing them in the return to the Ghana Premier League again? What has been the struggle?
They'll come. It has all been financial difficulties. You know, the way the ladies will be able to sustain the pressure in terms of finances and that is, you know, the men are not like that. Yeah. Their demands are higher. So it has really affected the team or the club, and the club is still looking for support. And they have very good players, just that the financial support is what is, slowing down issues. But I know they will bounce back.
All your life, you've spent most of your time coaching the female side of football. What makes you enjoy your work as coach? And because a lot of people would, most of the male coaches love coaching the men team. What makes you enjoy coaching the female team?
I have the passion for them, and I always say that if we all opt to coach for the men, who are going to coach for the women? Who are going to coach them? Who are going to coach the women? Because the female coaches in the country are few. There are not many. So if all the men divert their attention to the men's side, they'll be handicapped, and women football in Ghana will suffer. So I have sacrificed to do that. Just to set the pace. Now, there are quite a number of male guys who are, and I am even training my former captain, a female player, to become a coach. Wow. So that in future we'll have many female coaches in the system. Then we will backtrack, and maybe I will divert to the men's side, or maybe a technical director to either Hazake Ladies, Hazake's, or maybe another club. But for now, I have to go deep down into it to do all that I can. Because, you know, women, you leave them on the streets, it's something else. It's more than coup d'etat. Seriously, let's count the number of female players in the country, and they are all on the streets, hustling. It's more than coup d'etat. So if we are bringing them together for them to ply this trade, engage them, I think that we are doing good for the nation. And I am one of the people who are leading
the pack. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
As one of the pioneers leading the female football in Ghana, exactly. How do you convince parents when maybe their female wards develop the love for playing football and their parents don't want them to play?
Initially, it was difficult. But now, I wouldn't need to tell a parent, I need your daughter to play football. Because they've been watching them on the television, they've been hearing on radios. And the elite ones, maybe the education, the parents who are quite educated, they also read on the internet about female players doing well. Especially when they watch them on telly. They wish their daughter or their daughters are also playing. So this time around, it's not as difficult as the beginning. Okay. So I would say that now the eye-opener on women football is growing day in, day out. And I think that it's good for women football. So this time, there's no much difficulty in terms of parents. They've been calling me, worrying me. My daughter is a good player. She's been training with the men, boys, blah, blah, blah. It's okay. Let her come for me to see. Okay. So if the player is good, then if the player is coachable, I'll pick and then start training her. So this is what we have been doing now. For this time around, it's not as difficult as before.
How about the misconceptions out there that women who are into sports struggle to build a family for themselves, like getting married and giving birth and all that. Such mentality, how do you encourage people?
Well, the misconception is unfortunate. That was the perception, but now they are seeing that it is not true. Initially, they say as a woman or as a lady, young lady, you need to be in the kitchen to learn how to cook so that you become a good wife. If you play football, you won't give birth. You become masculine. The society see you as a dropout and all that. But that is what I'm saying. Now they are seeing it clear. You have a lot of footballers, even currently, who have given birth and still playing. They have given birth and they are still playing.
Yeah, last season we had one lady who is a striker. She has 2 female daughters.
Safia Abdurrahmani, Wakasu's cousin.
Okay.
She has given birth to 3 and she's still playing. She gave birth to twins. After giving birth, I invited her to Black Queens 2016. Even 2015 All African Games, she was part of the team. 2016, she was part of the team. But then she had given birth. She came, she has given birth again. She's still playing for Perpia. A whole lot of them in the country now. So they are even much more active to give birth than even those who are not exercising. Wow. Yes.
Well, let's move on. I can't have you here and not talk about the Black Queens. Definitely, you've heard a lot of people talking about your inclusion in the national team once again, that we need to give back the Black Queens to you. What do you want to tell us about that? Will you fancy any move if maybe you are...
But there's a coach, they have a coach. They have a coach. And she needs to be encouraged. I don't... it's the FA that have their prerogative, you know, to decide where to fix who. Yeah. They can even decide not to give me a club to coach. They can decide, now I'm with Black Meteors. Okay. I started with Black Queens, Princesses, now with Meteors. See, it is their prerogative to say that, okay, per what the Executive Council have saying, we want to take you here. So either you accept it or not. So for me, I would say that they have a coach, so they should encourage her.
Yeah. What are your impressions on Mercy Tegu so far? Because when she started, she did so well. She won, I think, a tournament in Ivory Coast, the Wafu tournament and everything. Just this year that the Black Queens couldn't qualify to the African Cup of Nations.
So she should be encouraged. She should be encouraged. They should urge her on to work on and on. She become perfect.
What if she calls for maybe your assistance in the Black Queens, like the way Bashir Hayford came and helped? What if she wants
Mercy is my sister, but me, I would say that some people, I don't know, whether the journalists or some friends, are trying to knock our heads together.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I have free mind, and I'm not competing with anybody.
Oh, okay.
I am not competing with anybody. You understand? So, for me, she's my sister today, she's my sister tomorrow. And anytime she needs my assistance, knowledge is not in one person's mind or head. I've also been consulting people. I can even consult her in terms of certain difficulties. It's not everything that I know. To share, we've been to course together in Cameroon, and we have been meeting most often in camp. We talk, blah, blah, blah. But, I don't want to talk much about those things because for me, I know I have no problem with her. And maybe she also don't have a problem with me. But maybe outsiders are talking differently. Because when it comes, because I coached Black Queens before, they may think that maybe I want a job.
So you had issues with the national team and all that. What are some of the challenges with coaching the national team in general? Because you've been with the Black Meteors, you've been with the Princesses and the Black Queens, and all that. What are the challenges?
You are bringing two things together, men and women. Meteors, honestly, yes, I've been appointed as an assistant coach in Meteors, but we've not worked as a team. Just some 10 days we met and went for the friendlies, Japan, Korea. But that is not. So I don't have much to say about the Meteors. But when it comes to Queens and Princesses, I would say that it's much more challenging because it's not easy blending these girls. It's not easy putting them together as a team. And the time frame to build a team is also so much of a challenge. But all the same, every coach in the female national team is doing well because we are doing a lot of magic to raise a team to compete. Ghana, we have a lot of talents. We have very good players all over the country. But it is not also easy. You only need just a few to make your team at a certain frame of time. So you need to crack your brains a lot. You need to go through a lot in order to succeed. So that is how I see it.
As we bring this conversation to an end, what should we expect from Azakes ladies as the new season beckons, and hopefully maybe we might see you return to the African showpiece again? What should we expect from you?
Azakes ladies, where we've gotten to, we wouldn't like to drop. We want to continue from there. It's easy to get to the top. The sustainability, it's not easy to sustain at the top. So we are going to work assiduously, extra hard to either stay at the top or move ahead. And this season, trust me, is going to be very, very tough. And Azakes ladies, once again, will sail through, irrespective of the difficulties. We know what it takes to sail through. The terrain, we know how it goes because we have a way of playing our league, which is our top secret. We have a way of playing our league. You may have all the best players in your team, and we know how to play them.
Really?
Because there is no single player in Ghana I don't know. So you can bring a whole national team as your team set to play Azakes ladies, and I have my set of players, my full complement of players. Trust me. Well, for football, you can win. Yes. Irrespective of anything, you can still win. Yes. But I know what it takes to play those players. Yes. Because I know them individually. And within the first 15 minutes, I will be able to know how you are intending to play. And once it's a league, I might have maybe gotten wind of the way you play before you meet me. That is what I'm saying. So there is a lot into it. So before you play against me, I have already known you. If you beat my team, it's a game. It will be difficult. And that one is another revelation that will come at another time when we achieve our set target. That is the time I would let Ghanaians know how I managed to win my matches or the league. You say, okay, so you will now start learning it, but then I've set my record. Now I'll leave it for you to to also emulate.
Oh, okay.
So until I set that record, I'll not blow that whistle. I'll just hold on to that.
I have no doubt because you've done it before, back to back, and I know this season will be tough, but as you said it, you are ready for everything. Okay, well, thank you, Coach Yusuf Basigi. It's been an exciting conversation. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Well, that's why we draw down the curtains for today's edition of Sports Check here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Joseph Adamafiu. Catch you another time.
Back again, Charlie. If today is your first time on YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. I am in Kumasi. The last time I came here, I shared with you my amazing experience. I'm here for personal businesses, but I'm like, okay, let me come along with you. I came here with Rick. I'll introduce him to you later. And I'm currently at Prince Towers Hotel, and I want you to see how it looks like. You know how I always share where I live when I go to a new city. So today you're coming along with me. Let's go. Let's see how the place looks like, and let's see all my experiences here. Let's go, guys. So this is going to be my room. This is the washroom. Bedroom. As you can see, I've already settled in. I'm going to drop this back here. It's a very simple room. So this is going to be my room for tonight. Yeah. It feels good coming back to Kumasi. Kumasi, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm finally here in Kumasi. And I'm so happy. This is like the third time here in Kumasi, and it always feels good. Kumasi is a vibe. Kumasi for Mamu too. Let me go and see Rick's room too. So he's just opposite me, which is... Can I come in? Oh, you're feeling so comfortable already. So this is Rick's room here, and it's very similar to mine. It also has a bathroom. Yeah. You're all invited.
2,000 years later.
So this has been in fact, our second night here, and we are going for breakfast for the second time. And since I didn't take you along the first time, let's go have some breakfast. Are you excited? I know, right? Breakfast, it's like the most important meal of the day, and I'm super excited. So let's go. Let's see what they got. What I'm having for breakfast: tea, vegetables, and Rick, what are you having for breakfast?
I think it's the same.
You're having tea?
Please, I don't know how to break this thing. Can somebody help me?
Use your head. this is the best place to stand and have a beautiful view of Kumasi. And one thing I like about Kumasi is the fact that they allow vegetation to grow. Like everywhere is green. Like above me, it's a very beautiful greenery. I like some part of the city that's like full of houses. Yeah, it feels good. I like the environment here. It's calm and quiet and refreshing. Yeah. How's your experience been so far?
Okay. I don't know if you said it already, but I don't understand why there's so like the tall trees in town.
Yeah.
This is like something you see in the forest.
Yeah, I was just saying that earlier on because I think they allow them to grow. You know, in Accra, like most of the like in the city, full of houses and industries and all that. So it's good to see that. I mean, you live somewhere around vegetation. So yeah, so far so good. And I think I would recommend this place so far with my experience. So guys, I'm fortunate to have met the manager of Kings Towers Hotel, and he's here with me. He's called Senna. Hi, Senna.
Hi.
Yeah, so my viewers would also want to know a little bit about your place. How long has it been in existence?
We've been in operation for about 15 years.
15 years? I'm being honest, the place doesn't look like it's been this old. Yeah. And apart from the pool and the restaurant, are there any facilities that you think?
Okay, yes. It's a hotel. And we also have a guest house facility attached to the hotel. The guest house facility is more an annex.
Okay.
And, that's actually where we used to host hallmark guests.
Medical center. Oh yeah, I met a friend yesterday, and then she mentioned. So I'm even going there today.
Oh,
so it's good you mentioned it.
Lovely.
I'm also going to see what's in the medical facility because I hear it's just around, and most of the people that I've met here are like, oh, they also came for some consultation services. So okay. And so how many rooms do you have in all?
We have about 40 rooms over here.
40 rooms. Oh.
But then for the guests that come from hallmark, they usually prefer the guest house facility. Why? Because it kind of makes them feel more at home.
At home. Okay.
They interact with each other. It's more of a separate apartment altogether where that hosts about 6 different people.
So is that facility also here?
It's not here. It's actually a little closer to
the walking. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
About 2 to 3 minutes.
That's good to know. And I like the fact that the hotel is surrounded by vegetation. So when I was standing at the top, I could see, like, you know, Accra, we are so used to seeing buildings, vegetation. You won't even see, like you see, but unless you go outskirts of Accra. So it's good to see that at least the neighboring areas are like full of vegetation. Here is very airy. Thank you so much for having us.
Welcome.
Please, do you have anything to say to anyone watching this video?
Oh, Kings Towers Hotel is located about 5 minutes from KNUST low cost gate. If you are in Kumasi, this is a lovely place to hide away from all the stress of town and the headaches that come along with staying in town. We are roughly about 5 minutes away from KNUST low cost gate. So and I'm sure you would love your stay here in Kumasi.
Yes, so even if you're coming to see your girlfriend or your wife in KNUST, you can come and hide there.
It will be a good hideaway. Rest assured, it will be a good hideaway for you. It will be a good hideaway.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Because I've met you, I'm getting the room for free.
No worries.
Hey, it's happening. I'm getting the room for free.
Okay.
All right. open for all. Everyone can come sit here and enjoy some television. Yeah, and I think it's a good way to also connect with other clients here. Yeah. So guys, this brings us to the end of this vlog. I came here with Rick Aqua. Rick Aqua is also a YouTuber. Rick Aqua, what do you do on your YouTube channel?
Actually, on my main channel, it's a tech channel, but now I'm starting a new vlog channel. So hopefully this will be like my second or third video. But yeah, so I have a tech channel.
This is your first time coming to Kumasi. What would you say?
That's my first trip, and this was my first time coming to Kumasi. It was actually nice, even though we didn't actually get to explore the place like a lot. It was just work. But the only thing I didn't like about this place was the light outs. The lights were going off, but luckily where we were living, like they always had a gen, so when it goes off, it comes back. But apart from that, the place was. That was a good guy. Yeah, he actually helped us out a lot. But apart from that, the place was cool. Their food was good. The weather. The
experience was good. Yeah, I think the place is an old place, but it doesn't look that old. Like the way the manager said, it's like 15 years. To me, it looked like 7 years, 8 years old. Yeah. Place, and I think it's an ideal place for you to come around whenever you're in Kumasi.
And the fact that it's so close to KNUST.
Like
it's not so far from.
It's not so far. Yeah. I think I remember the Uber. It took us how much? How much did we pay? Like 15 cedis. 21 cedis. So that shows that it's, and even that was because we were coming then in the evening and it was traffic here. So yeah, until next time on my YouTube channel, do well to subscribe to his channel, both his tech channel, if you're a tech person, you know where to go, and his new channel that he just started. And so show him some love. I mean, he's handsome. Show him some handsome love. Until then, you're trying to do a
trying to vlog and trying to break out of our comfort zone, so let's see how it goes.
Yeah, until then on my channel we blow them kisses. So until then on my YouTube channel, mwah. So come to the Milani Farms for your share. The Milani Farms is located at Akweti Junction, which is about 1 hour 30 minutes drive from Accra. Hi guys, we are back again, Charlie. If today is your first time on my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. So guys, I'm currently at this beautiful plantation, pineapple plantation, and I'm here with Seydou. Say hi.
Hi.
So Seydou is here with me, and Seydou is going to take us around the farm and take us to all the process and technique used here at the pineapple farm. So hi Seydou.
Hi Stella.
We've already met, but yeah, this is your first time meeting him. Yeah. So we are currently at the first part, so let's see how it goes.
Virtually these plants were planted in April up to August. So virtually they are some 5-6 months old. This field is about 180 acres fully planted, and then we are expected to start harvesting it from next year June.
Next year June.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's when we are starting to. So they are in their various stages of growth. Herbicide has been applied just some 2 weeks ago, so you can see the weeds turning brownish and dying, leaving the pineapple.
What is the first stage, like the first stage in pineapple production?
The first stage, yeah, it depends. I mean, you can start either from the land preparation or the seed production, but logically you should start from the land preparation. Yeah, I mean, you need to clear the vegetation if there is vegetation on the field. You bring with the help of your machinery, either a bulldozer, a payloader, to clear the vegetation. Then you have to do your plowing, you have to do your subsoiling, you have to do your harrowing, and then you cut your ridges, which they are very important. So we'll get to know these implements I'm mentioning. We have them at the site of land preparation. So after the land preparation, you cut your ridges, you do your cleaning. If you have to put plastic mulch to control the weeds and conserve moisture, you do. If you don't want to plant on plastic, you also do. So virtually we've adopted since 2 years now the no plastic approach. So you can see all our plants are on backgrounds, they are not
on plastic.
People doubt if they could do well, but we've studied so much, and then we think they are doing very well, even though the yield has been down by some 5 tons per hectare, but they are doing quite well, and then we are reducing plastic pollution.
We are currently at one part of the farm. Where are we now?
So this is the seed production unit.
Okay.
We call it seed, but the actual or the technical name is the sucker.
Okay.
Pineapple can be propagated by the suckers, the slips, either tissue culture or the crowns.
Okay.
But here we prefer using the suckers because the suckers have higher or faster growth rate compared to the crowns and the slips and the tissue culture.
So why have you turned it upside down?
So you have to turn it upside down because when they are harvested, there might be some pathogens at the base of the plant that you have to turn it between 24 hours to 48 hours for the solar radiation to sterilize the root zone of the plant before planting. So
you are giving us some big terms. Well, how will a layman like me understand?
No, you see, you know the solar radiation or the sunlight is a good sterilizer.
Okay.
So when you expose these pathogens, soil-borne pathogens, they cannot stand the heat of the sun. So they are sterilized. Then you minimize the use of chemicals to control these pathogens when the plant is finally in the soil.
So how long does it stay like this before you plant them?
A minimum of 24 hours, and then it can stay a maximum of 2 weeks when it is like this.
Okay, so how do you get this? Do you get it from the existing old pineapple plant?
Yes,
or
after harvesting,
yeah.
The mother plant, you call them the mother plant. After harvesting the fruits, when you decide to go for seed production inside of the second crop or the ratoon, you have to do the slashing to stimulate the seed to come. So the seed starts coming out, and I can harvest one for you here. This is a seed this is the mother plant. The mother plant is here, the fruit has been harvested and it's producing seed down here.
Okay.
So you just have to then
you just pull it.
Pull it carefully, that you then
you
put it, so that is the seed for you.
So what happens? Do you get rid of the old mother plant?
No, this mother plant can produce you, each plant on the average can produce you about 3 to 4 seeds after the fruit has been harvested. So they don't produce it at the same time. So you harvest the first batch, second batch with the good nutrition, and then good rainfall. You can harvest it for continuously for about 8 months.
8 months. Oh, okay. So how long has this one been there, like this particular mother plants? Yeah.
These fruit were harvested I think in May.
In May.
So it has been there in May. So let's say it has been there for about 5 months producing. So it can produce up to January or maybe February.
Then you get rid of them.
You can get rid of them.
Oh, okay.
Then they go and follow for about 2 years more. Then we start plowing and preparing land for the next planting.
For the next plant. Oh. So guys, I hope you're enjoying the video so far, and we are learning a lot from Seidu. So this is how it looks like when it's very young. How many weeks is this?
This should be about This is about 8 weeks old.
8 weeks.
8 weeks plant. So it's left with 12 weeks for harvesting.
12 weeks. Okay. So what happens? Are there instances where after 12 weeks the fruit doesn't look too big, so you decide to wait a little longer, or whether it's big or small, you harvest?
They are maturity from the time of flower induction or forcing, depending on how you call it. You count about 20 weeks in our setting here is 20 weeks.
Okay.
Plus or minus 1 week for harvesting. So immediately you do the flower induction, you have to just check the success of the
fruit
of the induction.
Oh, okay.
Like,
when you say induction, what do you mean?
You have to synchronize the flowering. You know, pineapple, when you leave it, you don't synchronize the induction. They come one here, one there at their own time. So you just have to harvest one here, one there, and they can spend about 2 years. But you want the fruits at the same time. So you have to put some hormone, calcium carbide or ethylene gas or ethaphone to induce them at the same time, synchronize the induction to produce the flowers. So when you do the induction, you expect the flowers to come out after 6 weeks.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's like you are impregnating them. So you have to do the
do
pregnancy test.
Oh, okay.
After 14 days, you do pregnancy test. So this is how the pregnancy test goes.
Okay, let's go and see how the pregnancy test goes.
So after 14 days, when you induce them after 14 days, you do the pineapple coming.
Oh, okay.
So you cut. After 14 days, you see the sign whether it has responded to the synchronization or not.
Oh, okay.
So you see. So this is the pineapple going.
Oh, okay.
That's the pineapple. So this one, actually, if it's in the soil, it will grow to become a pineapple like this.
Like this?
Like this. So after 14 days, you have to do the pregnancy test to check whether it has responded.
It looks like Seydou is very much interested in the pregnancy bit. So we are finally at my favorite part, where the fruit is fully grown, and right in front of me is one of the pineapple. Look at how beautiful it's looking. Is it ready? Can I pluck it?
Not that one.
Not this one. Okay, so see how I'm excited. I'm so excited. So we came late, so we didn't get the farmers harvesting. It's about 1 p.m. at the moment. So Seydou, can I follow you?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay. Very curious.
This one has been prepared, it's right. It's going by air.
It's going by air?
You can see it is packed.
Yeah.
It has been selected to go by air.
Oh, this is very beautiful.
So this has been selected to go by air. You can see these impacts. And the green ones will go by sea.
The what?
The green ones.
The green ones will go by sea.
Yes, it will go. So I can harvest one for you.
Yes. I want the ripe one.
You want the ripe one?
Yes.
Okay, so I harvest this one.
Yeah, harvest this one.
Okay. They are all rival.
Oh, right. This looks good. I'm super excited. I'm going to eat pineapple fresh from the farm. Yeah. So guys, this is official tasting of the fruit. I will be the only judge here to see if the fruit is sweet or not. This is good. I'm sure you're used to eating pineapple every time. So Seydou, I realize this particular fruit is yellow, but I'm used to seeing the whitish one. Why is it that?
It depends on the variety. The one you always see on the roadside is the sugarloaf. The sugarloaf by nature is whitish, and then it's a bit conical. So that's what locally they call it fanti. But this is MD2.
So this is officially MD2. MD2, that's why it's yellow, and it's very nice, very sweet. If I don't return home, just know I'm here at the farm eating pineapple. So I see that some of them look very ripe. That is like they are very yellow. Others too are green. Does it mean that the others are not ripe?
They are all ripe.
They are all ripe.
One is specially treated. I told you this is for egg. We treated it separately to get the yellow color for egg.
Okay.
At the green. The others are treated to go by sea, you know. Sea will normally take about 2 weeks to get to the destination, so you don't need it as well.
Okay, and it's because they are perishable goods, so you don't want them to get spoiled before getting to the destination. Yeah, so which countries do you export to?
France, we go Switzerland, we go Belgium, we go Netherlands, we go Lebanon, we go Morocco.
Oh, right. So if you are in this list of countries and you are enjoying pineapple, just know that some way, somehow, it's from this farm, because this is the biggest pineapple farm in Ghana. So guys, this is my first harvest and this is what I'm taking home. Do you want some? Come to the Milani farms for your share. So yeah, so far so good. It's been amazing. I hope you're also enjoying this video as much as I enjoyed the experience here with Seidu. Let me know if you have any other questions. Let me know in the comment section. I'm sure Seidu will see the comments and he'll respond to you too. So let's go to the next thing. The good part about Milani Farms is that they created their own dam, which is the only source of water for the farm. So we are currently done with the field things to see. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. So Seidu is currently taking me to the packaging area and we are going to see all the things that happen before it goes for export. Do you also sell to locals?
No.
You don't?
Only, yes.
Only exports?
For processing. Local companies that are doing processing for exports.
Okay.
Before the load will come, we fill this water with 15,000 liters.
Okay.
Water into the sea. And then we add 1.2 kilos of chlorine.
Of chlorine, okay.
Chlorine. As a disinfectant.
Entering, that's wash your hands. It's not to contaminate the fruits. Right after washing, the pineapples are coated with wax which protects them from pathogens and prevents them from dehydration.
The parking area, we pack it according to the size. The lady over there, she packs size 8.
Okay.
That's the 8. When I say 8, it means that the 8 in the box.
Okay.
8 in the box. We pack it according to the weight.
Okay.
We have the weight. The 6 start from the 1.85 to 2 kilos. That one qualifies for the 6 in the box. Palletize it. We arrange it on the pallet nicely. Then the 7.
Seidu, what happens here?
This after packaging, this where you sprinkle it, you know, to prolong the shelf life of the fruit, you have to pre-cool it to a very low temperature before. So pineapple is stored at 7.58 degrees Celsius temperature. Good.
So this is how the boxes look like. This is the one that goes by air, and this by sea. So guys, say thank you to Seidu for me. He took his time, took me everywhere, both the field and the production house and everything that happens here. So if you see him, please buy chocolates for him on my behalf, because he did.
The chocolate is already here.
He did an amazing job. Thank you so much. So if somebody needs advice on pineapple farming in Ghana, should they call you?
Yes, I'm always ready and willing.
Yeah, so I'll drop his contact. Call him and he's ready to give you the best of advice. But be ready to give him some coins, right? Don't less. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This brings us to the end of this video. I hope you were educated just as I was. This is my first experience here and it's been amazing. This video has been an enlightening video. It has taught me a lot. It has taught me how the fruit started. I mean, from the seedling right to production, right to exporting. And this particular farm here is mainly for exportation, both sea and by air. And so thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. I know you're always with me. You're always sticking around. I mean, I love you. Mwah. It is going to my house. Thank you so much, Seidu. You can't come to the farm without getting pineapples. Thank you so much.
One of the things GhanaWeb is doing, which in my estimation is one of the best things, is trying as much as possible to give pictorial in terms of video of whatever it's reporting online. Unlike those days where you only had to read about text. This time around, they've gone a step ahead and to ensure that there's a video added to whatever content they are putting out there for readers to also have a feel of the story. One of the things I think GhanaWeb can do is to, apart from the online TV, rather go on a full-fledged TV channel rather than the online TV. I think that would help. I've seen that the online TV is helping, but they should just go in a full channel. Keep up the good work. There may be challenges, but don't be deterred by those challenges. Challenges are bound to happen in every institution, and try and work harder. Focus on whatever you set to do for yourself, and I'm sure as the years roll by, you achieve those challenges.
After winning his first Ballon d'Or awards in 2009, Lionel Messi made it record-breaking 7th at the 2021 Ballon d'Or awards ceremony in Paris. Edouard Mendy, also many Africans were hoping that the Senegalese goalkeeper, after an excellent season with Chelsea, could become the first African goalkeeper to win the Yashini Award. He lost it to Italian national team goalkeeper Gigi Donnarumma. We discussed this on today's episode of the Friday Debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. Did Lionel Messi deserve to win the award, and where does it place him in the conversations about the greatest player of all time? We discuss this on this episode. My name is Joel Eshen, and we'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we start the discussion. But first, we'll watch the interactions I had with Ghanaians within the week on this same issue. We'll be back after the break. And Ballon d'Or Awards. Edward Mendy, Nanka Dodo na ehwe so benya best goalkeeper award we nya Lewandowski and so entumenya the main award ye de Leo Messi. Edward Mendy award na we nya no kwan so ana
emu de Lionel Messi kotochini ana se Roma de one deserve so award no ke de amana no me right. And a Messi so dear we are Siaman a man and Salamo Sikotuchini, the best player of the 7 times award. As I know, just here, no beers who want to mean cap money mine, what you mean your money mine, what you mean your money mine. And what Chile said me, did not feel magic Cupa American Argentina. And what Jane hands down. Best player of 5, goal king of 5, assist of 5. One more than Wandoski first in our Wandoski no German in Kwan or J, what you go king or. Yes, that's a fair by
Osaji go king or Champions League.
Osaji go or Champions League. And a Messi who go king or Spain. Not Barcelona cry any form as well fighting ya as you go king to my Barcelona. Was I calling Copa America the go king or what the assist? And what the best player of the tournament was I take up on what deserve Messi deserves so the man. And Donnarumma also deserve for you appearance you show ye. Nasa men did your buy France by no one Champions League or best or no one said I must start Champions League, you know. I know buy or buy it or Baba champion. When to a Champions League and one asa. Where's no AC Milan no they go me be to go there. Or a young keeper be a brand keeper or a future will be a keeper no a good keeper. It one no deserves here the other man.
Let me speak to this gentleman also and find out from him whether he thinks that Mendy should have been given the Yashini Award and Lewandowski probably winning his first Ballon d'Or awards. Memo kwa GhanaWeb TV so. And Ballon d'Or awards. Yede Leo Messi, Sanso and Edward Mendy to me and win the best goalkeeper award. Dodo na kase oye bibini enunti and a one omanfa award no amano woni omo ya adwen.
Oh. Mandi no award na wanya no. Yen wi no. O deserve say esenke de mana anke de mama no because man no abon ho modene ana we the first time obedum pempen so we enti no en chese o ma awia no na say o ma sisi no we deserve say we de mo e de ma enti man din de yen sisi no me hope say next time no obetima abon ho modene den aba abeje.
Okay, ana we so Leo Messi.
Oh, Leo Messi na what no mo de ma no on deserve because obi a wote bo asibia no a wo ba kanu kru enye se bo na ehwe ne keke o so wo hwe bo na bo bibi ukoso team na wan kanu kra e che se woni mbom Lewandowski award we ene dia ba ko fo akon wadanse fo wo hwe modern bo abemu ehwe bo awabo soccer ye netball na ebo ye bo soccer bo na bo no modern ba mbelinfo se ye mfema na or the next minute, I hope say, may the Vimo Tana say next season you'll be my bon on as I really.
Welcome back from the break. You're still watching the Friday's debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. This week we are talking about the 2021 Ballon d'Or Awards. Lionel Messi winning the 7th Ballon d'Or Awards. Where does it place him in terms of the conversations about the greatest player of all time? Joining me do the discussion, as I told you earlier on, this month we are doing all GhanaWeb affair. Emmanuel Lenin joined us last week when we talked about other issues in the Ghana Premier League. Hima is from the GhanaWeb Sports Deck. And also making his first appearance on the show is the host of Sports Check on GhanaWeb TV, Joseph Adamafio. Good morning, gentlemen, and thanks for joining me here on the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Ima, we were talking about this before the awards, especially when we did a story about Prince Tego saying that Lionel Messi does not deserve to win the award. He has won it anyway, but where does it place him when we talk about the greatest player of all time?
When talking about the greatest players of all time, I think it's a subjective topic that it depends on how you want to look at it from, and depends on the parameters you set in ranking the players after one after the other. So maybe I watched Pele during his peak time. I watched him winning the World Cup back-to-back with Brazil and all that. So I would say, barring the fact that Messi has won Ballon d'Or 7, depending on the fact that I've watched Pele and I've watched how he excelled for a Brazilian national team, I'll rank him first. So that topic will always be subjective. It depends on how the player or how the person wants to look at it from. So I think that topic, I can't really tell where you will place Lionel Messi.
All right, but what if we are discussing this in the context between Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi? They've been at each other for the past 13 years. So Messi winning 7 and Ronaldo still maintaining his 5. And he has also won a national team trophy, which many of his critics usually used to say that, oh, he has not even been able to win anything with Argentina. How can he be the greatest of all time? Now he has done all that. Between him and Cristiano Ronaldo, does this record breaks it or breaks the tie?
Okay, so Messi has won the Ballon d'Or 7 times.
Yeah.
But you can make a case for Ronaldo winning the Champions League for 5 times. So
Lionel Messi has won 4.
Yes. So it depends on how you look at it from. Okay, let's rank them with trophies. Then you go to Messi winning the Champions League 4 times, winning the La Liga for a couple of occasions,
like 8,
6 or so. And then you look at the Copa del Rey he's won and all that. So you rank them based on their trophies, then you come to their goals and all that. But for me, I think that in terms of ranking Lionel Messi and then Cristiano Ronaldo, I will place Messi over Ronaldo.
All right, let me bring you in. Adam Afiu, Ronaldo returned to Manchester United, hoping that he could do something to make a good case for himself with regards to the 2021 Ballon d'Or awards. Now he placed 6th, Messi winning the 7th Ballon d'Or awards in his career. Imas is saying that in terms of the conversations about the greatest of all time, adding the Maradonas and Pele, it will be difficult for him to choose. But if we limit it to Ronaldo and Messi, he will go for Messi. And we want to end this argument on GhanaWeb once and for all. Where does this place Cristiano Ronaldo in all of this?
Well, the real followers of football definitely know that there is only one GOAT when it comes to football, and that's Ronaldo. But if you want to compare the two and tell your grandchildren stories about who these two greats are, definitely when it comes to awards, Messi has won it all when it comes to individual awards. But when you talk about a player who has done it all when it comes to the national team, except for the World Cup, which is yet to win before he retires, and when you talk about the UEFA Champions League having to do back to back, then there's only one player you would have to mention. That's Cristiano Ronaldo. But when you want to talk about someone who a lot of people think that he has that kind of humility and he doesn't have that pride, so they kind of like him so much, then you are going to go in for Messi. But for me, definitely, I know what I'll be telling my grandchildren and maybe the students I'll come across in the next 20 years, that there was only one player who was able to do it, and that was Cristiano Ronaldo. But against all odds, maybe the odds were against him. That's why he couldn't win a lot of individual awards.
All right, so if I understand you perfectly, Ima was saying that if we link the argument to Maradona, Pele, Platinis, and the likes, it will be very difficult for him to choose, because for someone like Pele, he came to the scene at the age of 16, took Santos, the Brazilian national team, at 17. It will be difficult for him to judge. But you are saying that in terms of football, Pele, Maradona, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, the senior one, Cristiano, Lionel Messi, you will still go for Cristiano Ronaldo as the greatest player of all time. Is that what you are saying?
Oh, no. I wasn't referring to that. I was limiting it to Ronaldo versus Messi. But if you want to generalize it and bring in the likes of Pele and Maradona, these are the people who played so well when it comes to the national team, but when it comes to their club career, you can't compare what Lionel Messi and Ronaldo have. You see, you can't have it all in this life. We are all not perfect. So sometimes you do well in the national team, you don't do well in the club side. When you want to bring Ronaldo and Messi into it, you can't compare them to the likes of Maradona and Pele, who won the World Cup as well, and the Copa America. these guys, it took time for them to win the the Copa America as well as the Euros for their national team, and now they are battling it out to win the World Cup. For me, if you want to mention the greatest of all time, well, I think the debate has already been settled. The greatest of all time is still alive. That's Pele. So yeah, Pele. If you want me to categorize it, it will be Pele, Maradona, Ronaldo, then Messi.
All right. So Ima, you heard what Adam Afiu said. He said that in this game that we are all following, there is only one goal to him, and that's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is when we are talking about the players we have gotten the opportunity to see in the last 2 decades. He's saying that it's Pele, Maradona, and then Cristiano Ronaldo and Leo Messi. But he said something that I want you to react. He said that Ronaldo and Messi, they've seen it all at the club level, but Pele only did it with the national team.
I don't think so, because Pele had a good run with Santos. He was superb with them until he left to US. So
even he left at the age of 30 something.
When he was about to retire. Yeah. So he had a very good spell with Santos. So you are talking about a player who had a good spell with club side and also the national team. So when you are ranking and you put Pele first, for me, I wouldn't argue. Okay. So if you tell me to list my 5, that would be very difficult. Because, you know, Zidane had very, very good performances in the national team and then the club side. So when you are ranking top 5 and you exempt Zidane, I wouldn't agree.
No, but he mentioned, I don't know if you mentioned only 4. He mentioned Pele, Maradona, Ronaldo, and then Leo Messi.
Oh, he brought in Ronaldo.
Yeah, he brought in the
Ronaldo ahead of Zidane.
Yeah. Not the senior Ronaldo, but the one at Manchester United. That leaves Ronaldinho, Zidane, and then the senior Ronaldo. So, I want to take your top 5.
So I will replace Zidane with Ronaldo. Then I will put Lionel Messi 3rd.
Okay, then so yours is
Pele, Maradona, Leo Messi, Zidane,
who will be your...
My 5th will be Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, which one?
My goodness.
The phenomenon.
Ronaldo, the phenomenon.
Yeah.
All right. Adam, you gave me 4. Who will be your 5th greatest of all time?
5th greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Well, Eric Cantona.
Eric Cantona ahead of Ronaldinho, ahead of Zidane, ahead of...
I'm not talking about a player who keeps quiet before the matches. I'm talking about a player who brags during press conferences. You know, when you follow boxing, these are boxers like the likes of Mayweather, who likes to talk about it before even the match, and yet still they do it. This is Eric Cantona, who will tell you that, okay, he's going to score a goal, and he scores, he delivers. He helped Manchester United win the league on several occasions. He helped France. So if you want to generalize it and bring in more players, I don't think we are doing the right thing. If you limit it to 4, then yeah, because there is the first Ronaldo that we all know, that's the Brazilian Ronaldo. He did so well with the Real Madrid Galacticos. They also won the Champions League, and he also did well with them in the World Cup. When you want to talk about Ronaldinho, he also did so well, but he didn't last long. Ronaldo is scoring goals at the age of 34 and more. And you are talking about Ronaldinho. At the age of 30, Ronaldinho was playing for AC Milan, and they were struggling to compete in the Champions League. We are talking about Zinedine Zidane, who had a good career, a good spell, by the way, but his peak was at the end of his career when he was moving from Juventus to Real Madrid. So, well, if you want to talk about players who are still making it in their 30s and all that, then definitely Ronaldo is the best choice. Ronaldo, Messi, then Maradona, Pele.
All right, so Adam Afiu is setting up the controversies here. He is choosing the great Cantona ahead of Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldinho, and the likes. But if you're also looking for players that you could also consider for the greatest of all time. In 1958, when Brazil was winning their first World Cup, it was not all about Pelé. There was the likes of Manuel Garrincha, one of the greatest dribblers of all time. We've had Zico, we've had Eusebio of Portugal, Figo, and the likes. I want to see your top 5 greatest of all time. But before we go for a break, normally when we talk about the greatest of all time, people try to bring in the conversation about the Ghanaian former Black Star players, former Black Star players. We've heard the Sports Writers Association president. He always said that the Mohamed Polo that he watched was better than Ronaldo and Leo Messi. I don't know, in terms of what you've heard from your grandfather, from your dad, from the elders in our community, where would you place Mohamed Polo in all of these?
I don't think Mohamed Polo should be put in this category. Mohamed Polo, at his peak, was playing in the Dubai League. My goodness, Dubai League. In recent times, when players are about to retire, that's when you go to Dubai. When you take a look at the recent Ballon d'Or, did you see any player who was rated among the top 50? No. So Mohamed Polo, okay, we had a lot of things about him, but I don't want to put him in that category. If they were indeed that good, why didn't we play at the World Cups? It took us about 3 decades to qualify to the World Cup till the likes of Mathieu Amour and Asamoah Gyan came into the light before we were able to qualify to the World Cup in 2006. So Mohamed Polo, well, he did his best, but hey, history is history. They might say whatever they want to say, but what we saw and what we read are what we are talking about. Mohamed Polo, well, these are oral traditions. They are passed on. We had so many things that Ghana played India and ended up in 1990 and all that. We are made to believe certain things, but when there's nothing that has been documented, well, people say that Mohamed Polo, but I will not put him in that category.
Right, before we go for the break, you gave me your top 5 without mentioning any African player. We've seen what Samuel Eto'o had an exceptional, except winning the FIFA World Cup. Eto'o won everything. He won the AFCON. He won virtually everything. He was on the podium for the Ballon d'Or for like on 4 occasions. You didn't give us any African player. You didn't name any African player in your list.
Who you have included?
Maybe I'll chip in Samuel Eto'o.
No, chipping in Samuel Eto'o
Okay.
it's impossible.
Okay.
If you look at my top 5 and you compare Samuel Eto'o, looking at the
It's huge.
No, Samuel Eto'o doesn't come close.
All right, so we'll go for a quick break. But if you are looking for my top 4 or greatest player of all time, aside Pele and maybe Leo Messi, it's N'Golo Kante. So if you want to know my top 5, I've given you my top 3. N'Golo Kante, to me, deserve to be mentioned among the greatest player of all time. This is the Friday debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. We're asking, where does Messi's Ballon d'Or, 7th Ballon d'Or award, place him in the conversations about the greatest footballer of all time? My name is Joel Leshen. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we discuss more. Welcome back from the break. You're still watching the GhanaWeb Friday debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. The GhanaWeb Excellence Award is on. Don't forget to vote for your favorite. Before we went for the break, we were talking about Lionel Messi's stand in the conversation about the greatest player of all time. Now, on Tuesdays, many Africans were disappointed because they wanted to see Edouard Mendy of Senegal to become the first African goalkeeper to win the Yashin Award. But Gigi Donnarumma of Paris Saint-Germain was crowned as the best goalkeeper in 2021. Guys, were you disappointed? I will start with you, Adam Afiu. Were you disappointed that Mendy couldn't break the record?
Very, very, very disappointed, especially when you have a goalkeeper who has won the Champions League and he kept 9 clean sheets, conceded just 3 goals. And the French guys think the Italian Donnarumma deserves the award ahead of Mendy. It's very, very absurd. It's very absurd. We are talking about a goalkeeper who conceded 54 goals in 48 appearances for his club team, and you awarded him the best goalkeeper award, whilst you have a goalkeeper who was imposed 45 times for his team and conceded just 30 goals. In fact, he came in during when the season had started for Chelsea, and this was his first season with Chelsea, and was able to win the Champions League. And you are talking about someone who had played the Europa League. They played 8 games, and he conceded 12 goals. You want to tell me just because of a 7-game tournament, that's the Euros that they won with Italy, so you want to give him the best goalkeeper award? It's very absurd. It tells you that if you're an African, then you must do a lot if you want to win any award. You have to work really extra hard. It's very disappointing.
All right, Ima, between me and you, we had our argument off stage. Now, Edward Mendy, Adam Afio spoke about the clean sheet. In that same Champions League, he had the highest save percentage, and in the current season that we are playing, were you also disappointed that he didn't win?
Yeah, for him not winning, yes, of course I was disappointed, because Edward Mendy, I mean, he proved all of us wrong. Coming from Rene, I didn't rate him that much, but he proved that, yes.
Even when you listen to Peter Cech, it seems it was 2 seasons ago, before Chelsea signed Aris Zabalaga, that he recommended when he was playing for Arsenal that somebody is in Rennes, they should go for him. But maybe because he was an African goalkeeper, they were not really ready until Frank Lampard came in this. At that time, Lampard needed a good goalkeeper, and then Mendy was the only available option, so they went for him.
Yeah, so I would say Peter Cech made the right recommendation. If you see a good goalkeeper, that position goes with players with height. Yeah. So if you see a good goalkeeper, you see they have kind of long arms and all that. And he had good reflexes and all of that. So I was disappointed he couldn't win. And do you know what makes the argument simple? Donnarumma played in the Euros, which is organized by UEFA. And Mendy won the UEFA Champions League. UEFA awards, who won the best goalkeeper? It was Mendy. So it settles the argument there, that although Donnarumma won a competition that UEFA organized, but they gave the best goalkeeper to Mendy. So it tells you that the year under review, Mendy was the best goalkeeper. So I was very disappointed. But Adam Afio brought in being an African. That's what I don't understand. Why? It shouldn't be in a conversation. Why shouldn't it be in a conversation? Are we saying Robert Lewandowski not winning? Is it that he coming from Poland means he has to work more?
It plays a factor.
No. Being black shouldn't come in the conversation.
Let's even bring the context to Africa. A Namibian player fighting for an award with a Ghanaian player. You know, the Namibian player will have to work twice more than the Ghanaian, because every award scheme also look at the marketability of their product. And it is easier to market a Ghanaian player than a Namibian. And it is easier to market an Argentine than a Polish in terms of football.
Okay, so that contest is different from bringing in colors. Yeah, we are talking about Mendy being black and Donnarumma being white.
Yes. And you see, those people who are making that argument, the Ballon d'Or, 137 journalists vote. And out of that 137, less than 7 of them are blacks.
Less than 7 of them are blacks. So are you telling me any let's say somebody like how do I identify?
Okay, I have the perfect example for you. So let's look at the goalkeeper of the 3 Lions of England, Jordan Pickford. He had an excellent Euros, just that he couldn't win. Now, if Pickford had the Edward Mendy season, Pickford winning the Champions League, breaking the clean sheet record, and becoming the goalkeeper with the highest save percentage, and in the ongoing season, we've played like 12 or so games, Mendy is still the best goalkeeper in the world in terms of clean sheets and save percentage, do you think that they would have given the award to
The answer is
Donnarumma?
between Donnarumma and Pickford, who is marketable?
Between Donnarumma, in terms of marketing, Pickford is marketable than Donnarumma.
No.
You can even check. No, you see, it's because they are not on the same scale.
Being black shouldn't be in the conversation.
Okay.
Because we've seen whites who went there and couldn't win.
Because they didn't stand a chance.
No. Lewandowski
we are not talking about Lewandowski. No, we are not talking about Lewandowski.
You are talking about Benjamin Mendy being robbed. That's the same contest for Lewandowski.
I will not use robbed because until the delegates they come out or the voters come out to tell us that we voted for Mendy, but the organizers gave it to Donnarumma. That is when you can use the word robbed.
My point is, it's okay to be disappointed that an African brother didn't win the trophy or the award. But it shouldn't be the fact that he is black.
Yeah, but
we shouldn't limit it to that point.
But I'm saying that those who are limiting it to the color, they also have a genuine argument because Mendy had an excellent season than Donnarumma.
I don't think we are going to end this argument. But we've seen whites, somebody like Schneider in 2010. Okay. He deserved the award, but they gave it to Lionel Messi. Does it mean Schneider have a black genes in him or
I'm
something?
I'm saying that. Look, the people who went to vote, and in terms of voting, the other day I was telling you that when we are judging, and I don't know if I'll bring you in soon, when we are judging goalkeepers, what do we use? Your clean sheet and your save percentage.
So it's okay to be disappointed that yes, Mendy deserved it because he had an excellent season at the year and the review.
But you don't like it that way.
Why do you bring in being black? It shouldn't be in a conversation.
Why?
That's it.
Why?
Because we've had instances where two whites compete, but one win over the other, but I think other section believes, no, he has been cheated or something. And we had a clear incident in the Best Player Award. We've had the same incident in 2010. Okay. We have the same incident in 2013.
2018. All right, Adam, I feel let me bring you chip in some things more, then we talk about Leo Messi and Lewandowski. Am I saying that he agrees that Mendy should have won, but he does not agree with you to bring in the fact that Mendy didn't win because he's an African and Donnarumma is an European?
Well, I think it plays a factor. I think I agree 50% that sometimes we as Africans, they don't even put us in some kind of position to win such awards. For instance, if Mendy was to be a goalkeeper for France, would they say he doesn't deserve it? Hugo Lloris, if, let's say, Mendy had decided to play for France, definitely he would have won this award, but just for the fact that probably he's an African. And one thing that I want to draw into your attention is that I think a lot of people who voted in this kind of awards had the Euros fresh in their minds, and they had forgotten the exploit of what Mendy had done in the UEFA Champions League, having to come up against Manchester City, Real Madrid on 2 occasions, Atletico Madrid on 2 occasions, keeping clean sheets, and they went in for a goalkeeper who came up against the likes of Turkey, Switzerland, Wales, Austria, Belgium, then finally came up against Spain and England to win a 7-game tournament. Well, I think Mendy can outperform what he did last season. Maybe he wouldn't win the Champions League, but definitely the Premier League, well, Chelsea can win the Premier League and he will cement his place. Then AFCON is also in 2022. Well, let's see if maybe he does well and maybe Senegal reaches the final of the AFCON. Maybe he might win an award for being the best keeper in the world. One thing I think that did not make the organizers also happy was that initially when the flyers came out, you realized that Mendy make some remarks. And
that was the FIFA awards which will come up this month. He complained that he doesn't understand why all the goalkeepers are in their national team jerseys and he is not. But enough of Mendy. Let's wrap up with Lionel Messi. Adam, because you are talking, I want to end with you. Then I take Imes submission. Then I conclude. Did Messi deserve to win? Because we've had Toni Kroos, Alphonso Davies, Frank Lampard, Thomas Muller, and Muller has threatened to use that to punish Messi's former club next week. Let me hear from you. Did Messi deserve to win the award?
I mean, I don't think Messi deserved the award, and we kind of talk about the criteria they use in awarding the best player, and they are always shifting the goalposts. First, we said Schneider deserved it because he won the Champions League with Inter Milan. Then they went to the World Cup. Then they couldn't win it. That was the reason why they couldn't give him the award. Then you have Iniesta doing it as well with Messi, and yesterday they give Iniesta the UEFA award. Then this season, you have a player who has won the Champions League, who has won the Euros as well, and they ended up giving it to someone who just won a Copa America, which we all know what the Brazilians had in mind. They just wanted to compensate Messi for being at the Copa Americas for several times in the finals and failing to win it because a certain Higuain was there and they couldn't win it. This time when Higuain wasn't there, that was when they were able to win the Copa America. Well, I'm really confused. This is a player who has scored over 60 goals. He has scored more than he has played for last season. Robert Lewandowski. I don't know whether he's Polish and they don't want to give to him. But see, the French are up to something. You know, after the awards, I put it on my status that this was just a PSG awards night because you give the award to a goalkeeper who had just joined PSG. Then you decide to award Robert Lewandowski with a new Biscuit Award, which you call the best striker or top scorers award. Then you give Lionel Messi the Biscuit Award. They ended up calling it top scorers award. See, Lionel Messi. See, if you watch the how do you call it, the trailer that they used carefully, Lionel Messi struggled to score a goal for PSG, and they ended up having a video for Messi in PSG jersey for one of the trailers. But when you take a good look at Ronaldo, they were just showing trailers of him scoring goals for Portugal. It's very absurd to think about Ronaldo scoring a goal just in September against Newcastle, and they didn't have a video of Ronaldo scoring a goal for Manchester United in a Manchester United jersey. It clearly spells doom for this award, and I think nobody is going to look up to this award in the next 5 years to come. Well, I don't think Messi deserves it. He doesn't deserve it in any way.
All right, so Adam Afio is saying that Jorginho had an excellent season, and Toni Kroos said it all, that a player like Jorginho, if you've not played with him on the pitch or against him, you don't know how good Jorginho is. Emmanuel, Adam Afio is saying that your GOAT didn't deserve to win the award.
My GOAT.
Your GOAT.
Yeah. Do you know I agree with Toni Kroos? If you look at it realistically, the player who deserved the award was Jorginho. He won the Champions League and in the Euros. And he was instrumental in both of them, playing for Chelsea and the Italian national team. But anyways, he came third, so it's also an achievement. Now, to whether Messi deserved it or not, this is how I see it. Yeah. Messi had an excellent year, but he's become a victim.
So you see,
it wasn't excellent.
I don't feel.
You should let me learn.
I don't feel relaxed. So, with yours, I want to be coming in small because time is going. Okay. So the excellent season, I know what you are going to. You give it out, then we go. The excellent season.
I am saying Messi had an excellent season. But, you know, Messi has become a victim of his own...
Excellent season because of what?
An excellent season because...
Ask him again.
Because Lionel Messi, he won the Pichichi.
He won the Pichichi.
He won the Pichichi in La Liga.
Which didn't do anything at the end of the day because he was third on the La Liga table.
Yes, he won the Pichichi. Yes. And he won the Copa del Rey. In the Copa del Rey, he was the top scorer.
In the Copa del Rey that he was sent
off
for insubordination.
Wait.
No, I'm saying.
I'm just talking about his achievements. And then in a Copa America, Copa America, he dominated all the statistics in terms of chances creation, in terms of most assists and all that. No, wait.
Relax.
Let me lie. You know that I'm not supposed to do this, but I was telling you that the Copa America, if the Argentina's best player was Emiliano Martinez, not Leo Messi.
Really? Who took them to the knockout stage?
No.
Who took them to the knockout stage?
Yes.
No.
I'm coming.
That's how it is.
I'm coming. He took them. Yes, and I said the same thing. I'm coming. Relax. I'm coming. I'm saying that in 2016, Ronaldo didn't do anything extraordinary aside his performance in the group stages, but they ended up giving the credit to him because he's the poster boy. But the Europeans didn't make the mistake of naming him as the best player of the tournament. I'm saying that for Argentina, and you know I'm telling the truth. From Messi had an excellent group stage game, but from the group, it was all about Emiliano Martinez. And in the final,
after Argentina,
you know you've taken it from me because I'm supposed to make my point, but it seems you are making your point right now. See, the thing is, for me, I think Messi has become a victim of his own standard. Messi is a great player, and we know what he can do on the pitch. And winning Copa del Rey, being a top scorer with 4 goals, people wouldn't rate it because they've seen, Messi scored 92 goals in a calendar year.
So of all the top scorer, you people have been saying it was 4 goals.
Yeah, it was 4 goals. It was a short tournament. So how many do you want him to score?
No, but I see, when I have not checked the number of goals he scored in the Copa del Rey.
He scored 4 goals.
But if you hear...
Not Copa del Rey, Copa America. Scored 4 goals and then 5 assists also. Listen, Messi has become a victim of his own standard. The standard he set for himself, it's very high. Yeah. So if a player like Harry Kane had the season Lionel Messi had, and he was given the award, I don't think we'll be having this conversation.
And Harry Kane had an excellent season in the EPL, but at the end of the day, he was not named as the best player.
Let's say Harry Kane led England to win the Euros. He will be in the conversation for the Ballon d'Or. So it's because it's Lionel Messi.
Because it's Lionel Messi.
That's all.
So you think he deserves it?
He deserves it.
All right, you heard what Ima is saying, that Messi deserved to win the award. Adama Fio is saying that my Jorginho for Chelsea deserved to win the award. But I was saying that in the Copa America, Messi had an excellent group stage game. But for me, the semi-finals against the semi-finals and the final, even after Brazil had scored, it took Emiliano Martinez, who had to make about 5 saves. At the end of the day, Messi was named as the man of the match. This has been another exciting episode of the Friday debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. We are asking if Messi deserves to win the 2021 Ballon d'Or Awards. I want to hear from you in the comment section. The GhanaWeb Excellence Award is on. Vote for your favorite to win on the awards ceremony night. My name is Joel Eshen, and today I was joined by Emmanuel Enin from the GhanaWeb Sports Desk, and then making his first appearance on the show is the host of Sports Check on GhanaWeb TV, Joseph Adamafiu. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me here on the show. Adamafiu, we will speak backstage. But until we meet again, it's bye for now. Do all to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, and comment. We meet again, same time next week.